welcome to another live stream, Friday live stream, Retainer Designer. If you're new here, my name's Cade, and my wife and I own my wife just shut the door. She don't want to hear me talking. I see you. Anyway, my name's Cade. My wife and I own a small orthodontic lab way out in the country here in Texas in this small little room. And we like to do I like to do these live streams where I connect with other people and other companies and stuff. And AOS reached out to me and was like, hey, would you like to do a competition and kind of a man versus machine with their exclusive wire micro bending machine? So I was like, yes, I want to do this challenge, and I'm kind of nervous right now, so you'll have to bear with me for a second. But I wanted to introduce who we have on here first before we get to the competition here. So the first one is Paulina. Paulina, how are you doing?
Hi, everybody. Good. I'm doing great. How's everybody doing? Welcome.
Yeah, Paulina is the executive sales manager. Manager? Am I saying that right?
Sales executive. I do a lot of the
Sales
marketing
executive. Too. That's better than manager. It's like you got a promotion. I just gave you a promotion live on air.
Thanks, Kate. I appreciate it.
And then who I'm going to be going against is Alex. And this is Alex right here. Say hello.
Nice to meet you guys.
Alex Rojas. Am I saying Rojas, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. He is the electrical engineer at AOS. And you work for both companies, right?
Correct. Yeah, I do both the AIM and the AOS side.
Okay. So let me see if I can get all of us on here. If you see in the corner next to me, that's my friend Chris. She is going to be producing in the back end to make sure she covers all my mistakes. So we want to thank Chris. Say hi, Chris.
Hi.
Hi,
I don't know that I can cover any mistakes. I can probably make a few of my own, though, but we'll see.
Your mistakes are going to look better than my mistakes. So
we'll find out, won't we?
Yeah. So anyway, if you see her frame over there, that's her. She is actually our production director at our church, and so we do live stream together every Sunday for our church service. So she knows this live stream very, very well. But we do have some people watching. This is Luciano. Good afternoon. I'm back. My state, Rio Grande do Sul, was hit by a huge flood. Natural disaster. Oh, no. Cities were devastated, but I'm safe, but very sad. I'm sorry to hear that. This is Brazil, right? I saw something on here that Brazil was hit pretty hard with things. Rio Grande. Oh, Brazil. You just said it right there. And then we have dental things. Good morning. Here to see history in the making. And there was a funny comment that I should kick that wire bending machine in the shins before we start. So I like that idea. But this is Dental Things. He's actually a dental assistant instructor.
Oh, nice.
And we did a podcast with him recently, and we did a podcast with Paulina. So if you are watching this, you can look through the back history of my channel, and you can catch those live streams. And then Mr. Martinez, glad to see you in action. Greetings from Tennessee, y'all. I like that. But anyway, let me give you a slight introduction. Paulina, she gave me this company, AOS, is actually in Florida. It started out as AIM, Automated Industrial Machines. AOS is a sister company to AIM. It was started by Constantine Graspas. Am I saying that right?
Graspas, yeah. You
Graspas. Okay, you did it with a better soul, I think.
I'm Greek, that's why.
Yeah. So he invented the fastest CNC steel bending machine in the world. And in my podcast, he showed those spirals that you see on top of your air conditioning. He created a machine that can do those outside units, which is pretty cool. And then he also, Constantine also invented the micro bending machine, the only one in the world which exists, the fastest 3D micro bending machine for orthodontic appliances. And the software JawDraw with other engineers as his team. AIM Inc. has been in business for over 30 years. AOS started in 2019. JawDraw was invented in 2016. And Alex is going to be doing the JawDraw aspect of it. So we're going to see that in action. Paulina, is there anything you want to add to the history? I didn't realize y'all were the first or the fastest microbending machine.
That is correct. And there's actually a YouTube video. If you actually look up the fastest steel bending machine on YouTube, Constantine
It's
has over 2.2 million views.
oh yeah. That we won't be able to top that today, but
Yeah.
we'll try. But we will. So it was interesting. So this wire bending machine, I call it the wire bending robot, and it was at the conference. And I forgot to upload a picture of that, but I'll check
I have
my
it
Facebook
right
page.
here.
Yeah, it's right behind her, and it's a desktop micro bending machine. And there's a big spool of wire on the end, which comes in different sizes. I'm gonna be personally bending 030. What size are y'all gonna be bending today?
036.
036, because that's what it's set up for, and we'll get into specifics of how, what it sets up, how it's set up, and everything like that after the competition. But I thought there's 11 templates, and I'm going to allow Alex to use a template. So I will be nice, because that's how you will be using this in your own lab.
Right.
Is you'll be using these templates, and we're going to do, Alex, if you're good with this, we're going to do a wraparound, and we're going to do a 3x3 holly, which you kind of, we have your
I had it up there.
software ready. You had it up there, but you took it off. You're being fair to me. You took it off already, so I appreciate that. And then we're going to do a C class, which Paulina was telling me is getting very popular with labs that do partials, because partial
labs.
dentures and stuff, dental labs.
Yeah.
They do a lot of C-clasp, and you're getting some interest in this machine, so they don't have to do wire bending in the lab. They can have the machine do it. But, I see. Yeah, you get your game face on, Cade. I can do this. So if y'all are good with that, we'll take these one at a time. We'll go easiest to get my hands warmed up. We'll go easiest to hardest. So easiest for me is C-clasp. And hardest for me is the wraparound.
Okay.
And so what we'll do is we were going to have a timer, but we're just going to do it. Maybe Pauline, you could kind of glance at the clock and see. It took y'all so many minutes. It took me so many minutes.
You got it.
And we can do it that way. But the rules are we each are starting with. We actually have the same model. I have a shot of it here. So this model is the same exact model that Alex has on his software. So this is JawDraw, where he's going to be drawing his thing on here. And look who showed up, Pauline.
Hi, Adam.
Yay for C-clasp. Yeah. I didn't know if y'all did Adam's class. We could throw that in there if y'all want. I could try and do an Adam's class if y'all want. Okay. Or if anybody in the comments wants me to go up. Nothing hard, though, guys. Come on. The harder this is, the faster that machine's going to show me up.
Right.
I think the Adams class on both ends is a little difficult to make, so we'll see about that one.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we'll do an Adams clasp and a C clasp. And so Black Bear Dental Lab, who is interested in getting one of these machines too, and was at the conference, and hopefully I'll have him. Avanzana, okay, so you want to talk wire bender. This guy is an amazing wire bender. In fact, this guy needs to go up against this machine too. If you follow him on Instagram, you'll see some absolutely gorgeous wire bending that he does by hand. There are some talented people out there. I don't claim to be the most talented wire bender or the fastest, but I have been doing this I've been in the industry since 1994. God, I'm really aging myself. And opened my own lab in 2004. I worked for various labs, relaunched my lab in 2018. And just me and my wife, but I wanted to stay small and be technically advanced. So this stuff is right up my alley, 3D printing. I wanted to see if I could stay small, but offer big technology to my doctors that I work for. But without further ado, let's see about getting started here. So we'll start with, we'll do a C clasp, Adam's clasp. We'll C clasp, we'll bend it. When I say done, that means I'm done. And then Alex, when you go to the machine and pull it out of the machine, you say done.
Okay.
Okay? So.
Are we just doing the one side or both sides?
Oh, I was just going to do the one side.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to do, oh, sorry, Dental Lab, go smoke them. I'm getting a lot of cheering on my side. I like this. Nobody's going to cheer for the machine. I like that. But let's go. Let's get my model ready here. Let's just do one side for right now. And Chris, I'm going to let you take over switching cameras back and forth. So she's going to try to switch between the jaw draw, because I can't display them at the same time for some reason. Unless I do, Chris, you can do this one if you want, and then you can zoom in to whichever one you want. So those that are just listening, that man versus machine icon, that's my friend Chris, and she's in the background helping me switch cameras and stuff. So let's get started. And, oh, I got to get wire ready. You're going to use 036. I'll use 036. Just to be fair. I don't want to blow you out of the water too bad on this first one. So I have my wire, and I have my pliers. So let's go on your mark, get set, and go. I hear clicking. I hear a lot of clicking. My hands are shaking, guys.
Don't be nervous. You got this, Cade.
This is ugly.
You guys are at 30 seconds so far.
You notice I'm not talking as much. I've got to concentrate. Alex, I got to distract you. What's your favorite band?
Favorite band?
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up listening to a lot of alternative music, so probably Linkin Park.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that. Okay, I'm going to say done.
I mean, I was pretty much there. I was trying to get that radius a little bit better, but
yeah, let's switch over to Alex's.
55 seconds. Good job, guys.
Without attempting to.
And that's done on my side.
All right. Hey, Paulina, you could put that on the model or have Alex do it, whichever way.
Alex is going to go ahead and put it on the model.
Oh, y'all got a black model. All right, so that looks. Mine is not as they're
both beautiful.
I don't like this bend right here. This first
It's
one.
okay.
I think that's what you were trying to.
Yeah, I was trying to do the same thing.
Yeah, I was trying to smooth that out.
You both did a good job. Proud of you.
So that was pretty much under a minute for both of us, right?
55 seconds.
Okay. Oh, that's
Not
cool.
bad.
All right. Oh, here we go. Let's see. These guys are about to launch Skynet. Team Human.
Good one.
Yeah. LP. What is LP?
Linkin Park.
Oh, Linkin Park. Okay. Now, if y'all don't know, Steve Zara has a YouTube channel just like mine.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, but he's better than me because he plays guitar.
Oh,
And
nice.
He'll actually play guitar as background music for his videos, and
Oh.
I don't get to do that. What is it? Oh, I'm not. My wife's getting on to me for not using my hands and talking too much. Okay. So, Team Kate. Okay. So Dobson, this is Josh Dobson from Dobson Ortho Lab in Georgia. So, Pauline, are you wanting to do a giveaway today?
We are.
Yeah. Okay.
Got a mug,
I got my mug.
AIM ink, got a couple pens, an AOS magnet, a couple things.
I have
Happy bending.
That's
my
nice.
Happy Bending. It doesn't have Pete on the side. So, what you could do, since he did hashtag Team Cade, those who want to win this mug, put hashtag Team Cade on there. And if you want to win the mug from Paulina,
There's a couple items.
yeah, y'all could win 2 of them. Yeah, put
Yes.
hashtag AOS.
You got
Or,
it.
yeah, do hashtag AOS. You can win the mug. We'll do a drawing at the end and see who wins these mugs, and we'll ship them out to you wherever you're at. So we'll do those giveaways. I'll keep reminding after each one. Yeah. So anyway, all right. So that was fun. So do we want to do a Adams clasp?
Yeah, we can do the
You're
add-ons.
gonna do it in 036. I can't do it in 036. That's gonna hurt my fingers.
It's probably gonna be difficult for me too because the wire's a little too thick for an Adams.
Yeah, it is a little thick. And we could talk about changing out. If y'all want, Paulina, if you want to talk about while we're actually in the moment of wire bending,
Okay.
you could talk about changing out the spools. What
spools.
that's yeah. And so I'm gonna go with 028 because that's usually what I make my Adams
So
clasp
anybody
out of.
that is interested on learning how to change the spools on the machine, it takes about 30 minutes. So it's really easy. I can send you a video, which I did last week for a customer that is interested. I also did the tooling as well by myself. So a lot of people wonder, they're like, how is the software? Is it easy to learn? It's very easy to learn. It took me 2 days, and I will show you after the competition what type of appliances that I have created. And it's amazing. So a lot of dental companies reached out to me for partials, C-clasp and Adams. I'll show that to you. So that's actually going to open a lot of doors in the dental industry, which I'm very happy to hear that people are growing, and that's what I want to hear. And then we'll talk about other things that I have learned from other lab owners. So basically discussions that I had, and we'll talk about that after the competition. We're here to learn. We're here to,
Yeah. Make fun
basically
of Cade.
share. Yeah, no. Are you kidding? Kate, your trip. But
let's get
share
started.
information.
And
Let's go.
We'll get started, and then we'll let you talk over it, and we'll talk some more about that.
Yeah.
So, Alex, are you ready for the? I'm going to do it on the 6, the first molar, which is actually you did your C clasp on the 6 also. So I'm going to do it on the same tooth. I'm going to do.
Okay.
So if you're ready, are you ready?
Okay, I'm good.
Okay. All right. And 3, 2, 1, go. And Chris, I don't know if yell at me if my camera gets out of focus. So, Pauline, you were talking about we're here to learn.
Yeah, we're all here to learn with one another. I've learned a lot, what you all basically go through. I actually call them hot topics, which are very important in the industry that you guys are in. So, a couple things that I actually learned from lab owners, the increase in pricing, yeah, we're living in the inflation, but also Michael Wright made a good point, which Cade, you can actually, didn't you guys do a video on that?
Michael Ray?
Michael Wright
Oh, Michael Wright.
about,
Yes. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
about the increase in pricing.
Yeah, he made a, and I'll clip this and put it on Facebook on the ORG Facebook group.
Yeah,
He had a
he
really
made a good
great clip
point.
about how Amazon has increased their technology a lot, but they didn't have to increase their prices
Right.
because sometimes I'll drive away work, but it helped them with their time. So
That's true.
saving time is sometimes better than saving money or
Time
increasing the price.
management is key. And I hear a lot of, I don't have time to train. I don't have time to learn certain software, machines. So there's a couple things that we want to address. A lot of lab schools are closing,
Yes.
and it's hard to actually bring in people to teach them how to wire bend. And that is huge to where you're investing your time again in an employee to teach them how to wire bend, and then they get up and leave, or they open up their own lab, which I'm very proud of, but don't open a lab right
Next
down the
door.
street from the person that basically gave you bread and butter. I mean, I've heard a lot of situations like that as well. Turnaround time is huge. Trust, loyalty. You have to be confident in your brand, your appliances, gain the trust and the loyalty with your customers. So we'll talk about the future as well. A lot of, I would say, labs are going into digital automation work, which the biggest problem that we're going to face is less hands on.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, I knew you were going to give me on this one.
Yeah. Now,
Good job, Cade.
Did you import from template?
Yeah, well, the model was already on there. I just clicked the template to start it.
Okay. Okay.
But it wouldn't have saved that much more time, maybe like a second.
So if you brought in a prepped model, like you pre-prep that too. So if you switch over to mine, you might be able to see that I prepped my. Before we start it, oh, that's exposure. Okay, do the right one. You can see I prepped where the eyelets go on the Adams clasp.
Good work, Cade.
And so I assume if you pre-prep those areas on the model, you could just tuck those eyelets right in. It's going to be hard to fit on there because of the
Yeah, I know.
the model's not prepped for it.
It's
So
not
I see.
horrible.
Yeah, let me.
Good job. They both look amazing.
Did my camera come up? Yeah. It's not ideal.
Nice.
Come on, focus. You can see it when I had to print this model. I had to ramp it up.
Yeah, I see
because
that.
it was cupping in the model there.
Yeah, this one, even with the machine, is fairly hard to make just because the segments are so tiny and the tool just can't, bend that tight. But it actually comes out fairly good, though.
Yeah, okay, and if you are just tuning in, he had to do this in 036. So I don't know if I've ever made it Adams class in a 036, which is hard to do, and probably to make this more fair, I should have done it in 036. But
Yeah, no, it's okay.
But the next one we're going to do is going to be a 3-to-3 labial bow, so canine to canine. So I think the competition is going to switch sides here.
Yeah.
And we'll see. For those that are just joining, if you see Team Cade and Team AOS at the bottom, hashtag Team Cade, hashtag Team AOS. We are doing a giveaway at the end. I just need to leave this out. Of I'm doing a happy bending cup that I'll mail to you.
And I have a couple things from AOS and AIM, a nice mug.
Very good. So, all right. So we'll do a 3-3 labial bow, and Alex is going to do it, and he's going to be doing 036 wire. I usually do it in 030. I think I'm gonna need help on this one because I think Alex is gonna beat me on this.
You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
I gotta
I'll
see it.
032. So those that are watching, that are wire benders, let me know what your number one size wire you use for your labial bows down below. So
do you want me to start with like a fresh screen, like without the like the STL on the jaw draw?
No, because so like I already have my model, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm acting like this is you already having your model.
Okay.
So having the model on the screen's fine. I was gonna have, because I was trying to slow you down with these rules, shameless plug. So yeah, leaving the model on there is fine. So you need to go ahead and reset with a fresh clean. And it looks like Black Bear 032 for labial bows. Okay, we got 032. I started using 030 for labial bows because the wire technology got real good. And usually you use 032 for less breakage. Thank you, Steve. Thank you for supporting me. And Avanzada, thank you. Oh, and they got a split office, Team Cade and Team AOS. So we may be shipping both mugs. They're playing both sides of it. We got Triple J Ortho Lab. Hello, guys.
Hi, guys.
Nice to see you on here. And let me switch over to Alex. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So I got my model here. Yeah. I'm using 032. Alex is using 036. And Chris, I'll let you take over. And 3, 2, 1, go. So Pauline, talk about
I'll talk about
tooling.
the tooling actually ranges in different sizes. You can use a couple of the tooling with the different same wire diameter.
So what are the ranges? Like if I want to bend these in 032, what is there one tool that I could do like 036 labial bows and 032?
Yes.
Like is it 020 to what is the first tooling?
Alex, is it 020 to 028? One tooling. And then 030 to 032?
Yes.
Now is changing
040 and
Okay, go ahead.
045, you would need a straightener for the tooling.
Oh, because the wires are so thick.
Thicker,
Yes.
yeah.
Now we talked about this before, but with Brandon at Cottonwood Ortho Lab in Utah, he likes to use this for heavy wire.
Correct.
Because it saves on his hands. Because we all know bending heavy wire,
Well, I mean, over the time, you're going to accumulate certain types of issues with your hands and your eyes.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are investing in the machine because of that purpose as well, which I don't blame them at all.
Okay, I got one loop done.
Good
I'm
job.
trying to look
Chris.
over and cheat off of Alex. And see
What I
where he's
wanted to
at.
bring up too, Kate, is that I do a lot of marketing, and I'm sure a lot of people got my emails, mail, calls, and I see on a lot of, I would say, Facebook pages and social media, I call it mixed martial arts of marketing.
Yes.
A lot of people don't actually update their Facebook or their social media. That's free advertisement, guys. I would go ahead and just take advantage of it. Do what you have to do to get known, and what makes you different from every other lab. What makes you unique? I like to go on to certain people's pages and just look and see what type of appliances they're known for. So I
Yes, I do and that's why I like doing the ORG podcast. I get to
love
talk to
it.
other labs, and we're all different.
Right.
And like Adam would use this wire bending machine differently than Neo Labs, which I think you said just ordered their second one.
Yeah, they're actually thinking about buying another machine,
Oh wow!
which specialty in Georgia, right? Specialty
Oh,
appliances.
Arlen, yes, I do have
Yes,
a picture of
Arlen.
that. So remind me after this, and I'll bring
I
up that
will.
picture.
He actually has 2 of our microbending machines. Then we have a one-man show, Garcia, Gustavo, out in Inglewood, California, just bought the machine by himself. And he actually bought the machine to grow, which if anybody wants to use any type of references, I can give you references as well. And it's nice, like the ORG, we all stay connected.
Yes, yes.
A lot of people were just, I would say being closed in their closet, being hermits. Now
Yeah.
talk to one another and share ideas. Our industry is going to grow. I do have a couple articles here too from SkyQuest that was published back in 2022 in October. Our industry is going to grow 15.95 billion. And there's so many ways of actually reaching into that pot. So what makes you unique? Share ideas with one another. Join ORG.
And y'all are an official
use-
sponsor of ORG,
We are.
which is
Yeah,
greatly appreciated. You're really dedicated to this industry.
we are. We
And
are.
you're
We
not
try to
looking to
learn.
replace wire benders,
Absolutely
but to help
not.
them.
We're trying to help people learn the software because within a year and a half, we're going digital, whether we like it or not.
Does your Alex say he's done?
Yeah, he's done.
Oh, dang. Okay, I'm done. I did one last bend, and it's not as level as I wanted it to be. So it's a little high.
Hmm.
But,
I think mine's like about the same as yours.
is it? Let's see yours.
Yeah, it's a little bit more centered actually.
Yeah, yours is more centered than mine. And look at that thick
Good job, guys.
wire.
They both look nice.
I don't know if I'm showing this.
Yeah, I
mine's
see
a
it.
little high, but that's one of those things where if there's not labial acrylic, I would put acrylic on the inside, and then I would adjust this down.
You can always
in the
make
comments.
adjustments.
Yeah, and that's something good to bring up with this is,
Even with our machine printing out appliances, it'll get you, a lot of people would say anywhere from 80% to 99%. Regardless, you're going to have to train and learn the software and then teach somebody how to hand bend as well to get to 100%.
yes.
Regardless with the machine, you're going to have to put your signature tag at the end and make your adjustments.
Yeah, and that's
Nothing's 100%.
Y'all noticed on mine, I put my little tags on here, and so
nice.
like Alex would just keep them straight, or if I had the machine, I'd keep them straight, and then I'd plop this on here, make the 10% adjustments that you're talking about, and then make my little loops because everybody's a little different.
Well, you know that it's your appliance. It came from Pipette Ortho.
Yeah, how many lab owners out there, you get a retainer in, please fix this, and you look at it, you go, that's not my wire bending. I'd do my tags different, and so I'm not going to repair this for free because I didn't make this. So,
And another good topic is basically when people lose a retainer, you can go onto JawDraw, click, it'll print it out.
oh, good point. Because that was the best thing about the digital with the 3D printed model is kid loses their retainer. Instead of them having to take an impression, if their teeth didn't shift like crazy, you can just go into 3D printer, click print the model again. You got the exact model you made the first retainer on. Works great with repairs because you're printing the exact model that you made the original retainer on. And then the same thing, I guess, with the wire bending machine is you just click print. So all those are saved on your computer.
Right.
under a file, I guess.
That's correct.
Okay. Oh, what? Say that again, Alex.
Oh, sorry. I think we like kind of interrupted each other. Yeah, it would just be saved under its own file. I mean, it's just a jaw draw file type. So, yeah, you just reopen it and just bend it again.
Oh, okay. So, and you can rename it,
Yeah.
or it's saved by date, or the patient file name is in there. I'm just kind of picturing this in my head.
Yeah, I mean, you can rename it as like whatever you want. So there's labs that just put like the case number and like the patient's name, or
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
you can pretty much do whatever you want.
And then if y'all get connected with EasyRx, maybe all that gets connected in the background, because I
Yeah,
know
we would
EasyRx.
have
One
President
button click to print. Yeah.
President Constantine and the owner, president of EasyRx to connect. Good, great idea.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be great.
It'll
Looks like
make
we have a
everybody's
couple.
lives easier.
Oh, we do have Black Bear Dental Lab is saying 032. He used 032 for dental lab for labial bows. Now, are you using standard stainless steel for 030? Yes, I am. It's just standard stainless steel.
We're using
Spring
stainless
hard.
steel. Yeah, stainless
So
steel 304.
yeah, you are using 304 stainless steel,
Hmm.
which is, aren't Tesla trucks made out of that? The same stainless steel. It's hard for them to bend too.
Right.
They got machines that bend. And then we do have another question before we move on to the last one, which is the wraparound. Ballpark, what average time and cost in training to get the skill level? Oh, this is for me. Get the skill level of CADE. Oh, I went to lab school, which is closed now. Paula brought that up. And I trained under a doctor. I was in-house lab tech and ortho assistant. And then I went to lab school and learned all the dental lab ones there, and then specialized in ortho. And I want to say that was $8,000 or $9,000, and that was 2021 prices. And then the cool thing is with that lab school, as long as I would turn in paperwork at the end of the year that I owned my own lab, they took a percentage off my school loan. So eventually it paid off itself. So, and then time was, I started probably really bending wires in 2000. So here it is 24 years later. And Alex, who has been bending how long?
Well, wire bending itself, probably zero.
Yeah, zero. And you're doing the software for definitely a few years now.
Yeah.
And we just tied almost. I think you beat me by a little bit for a labial bow. And so that was a humbling experience. Now, the thing is, I can switch wires faster than you, wire sizes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So that the time and cost is an interesting question.
Yeah, but as far as
how
like
much-
learning jaw draw, I mean, if we train like one of our customers, you can probably get as proficient probably like a week.
It takes
Okay.
practice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotta
well,
practice
wire
every
bending
day.
takes practice. Wire bending takes a lot of practice. And my thought is, my son, who pretty much, he's 18, he pretty much runs our 3D printing department when he's out of school. He gets out of school early, comes in, does a few prints, runs the prints through. He would take to this software like a fish to water. Like, I only have to show him one thing once. And he's already like resetting teeth in Blender because he already knows how to use Blender.
Yeah.
And so it would be easier for me to teach him wire bending in the software than it would physically. But it's going to be very important, and I think, Pauline, you mentioned this, it's going to be very important to make sure and know how to bend wire, because if the power goes out, we've all bent with flashlights. So
It's true.
it's good to learn how to bend wire with your hands alongside this machine. So,
Garcia Ortho in Inglewood, California, he actually has his nephew that will run jaw draw. So that's how easy
oh,
it is to
yeah.
learn the software.
So we got some funny. Josh Dobson, Kate is a Jedi Master. He came out of the womb bending wires. Ouch. Sorry, Mom. Left my pliers in there. Gotta go back. And then he's team 030, so he does 030 on his labial bows too. So I'm gonna try to keep this at an hour. We got the wraparound to go, and so let's get started on that. And we'll do this as the last one. Then we'll answer y'all's questions. So if you have questions about the price of the machine, and also, Pauline, you have a special you want to do. We can either talk about that afterwards or during the wire bending.
We
It's
can
up to
talk
you.
about it after. It's a promotion that AOS is actually having, and I'll talk about that after the show
Okay.
or after the competition.
So let me. I got to dig through. So this is me changing out my tooling for wires, and let me see if I can get the right one. I'm not very. I just had 036. I was going to do 036 to be fair. Here we go. I think I found it. But I have to use a little measuring device. Yep, 036. So I'm going to use 036 just to be fair in the competition. Well, it's a 1-for-1. So I'm changing out my tooling on the fly between each one. So Alex, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so we'll do 3, 2, 1, go. So I make my loop. I know Steve Zara likes to use a turret to do his. I just bend mine by hand. Oh, I haven't done 036 in so long.
Draw would actually guide you. It actually guides you where to put the points at, which is very easy.
Yeah, keep showing that, Chris. I'm gonna watch that while I bend. So he just had to draw.
You're actually making the adjustments when you right click. I also want to bring up, excuse me, something important that I spoke with 2 lab owners that I guess, we were talking about certain machines that people bought back in the day, making wrong investments, spending money
Yeah.
on machines and not using them in your lab. I would
Yes.
highly recommend people do your research. If there's references, call references. Just don't go buy something because it just came out.
Now
Go
that
ahead
doesn't
and
sound
do
like a
your research.
salesperson.
Right.
And that
And
is one of the things that was brought up to me when people were like, they'd ask you a question about it, and you just would tell them straight up the answer. You
well, we
didn't
have a
put any
good
spin
team
on it.
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, honesty is the best policy. We have a great team here with customer support. They can always call me as well if they need help. We're here to help. People that buy the machine, don't be scared. Call us. That's what we're here to do, is help you get on the right track and also become stronger in the software and teach others in the field.
Yeah, and you do a good job of connecting lab owners together.
Yeah.
Because we learn from each other very, very well. I saw this firsthand when 3D printers started coming out, and
They
talk
were
about
what, 100,000 back then?
yeah.
Yeah.
So we were just watching the big boys, the big
Right.
labs, get their 3D printers, and us small guys were just watching from the sidelines,
Mm-hmm.
and
And 3D
that
printing
was
is going to explode in 2025. So,
yeah, it's already exploded all over my
yeah.
lab. I'm doing adjustments on here that I'm not liking.
So where you see the red for all the
Yeah.
viewers watching, those are basically, minor adjustments. Every mount is different. And he's finito, done.
Oh
Alex.
my gosh. I haven't even got to half of it.
He was actually done before I said done, but
I heard the machine go.
you
Okay,
heard the
so
machine go.
I heard the machine click on and
It's like
off.
the
So
Roadrunner. Woo.
how long did that take for the machine to do this?
So it takes 28 seconds for the appliance to be printed. And if you actually get to know and learn the machine or the software, JawDraw, it'll take you anywhere from 3 to 4 minutes, maybe less. It doesn't
Is he
take me that
printing
long.
more?
He is.
That's not fair. He's doing 2 of them at a time. It takes me to do a half of one.
You can actually put in the software quantity 100 and you can mass produce. That's a good thing about this machine.
So you could make your own
Right. And sell it to
Adam's
other
class.
labs. And you know what? Another thing that I've actually heard is that when I talk to lab owners, they actually send their work to other labs. Why not keep the business in your lab?
Right.
That's when the machine comes in. You're
And then
outsourcing your work. Grow.
you were telling me another lab was going to outsource making C-class for like
Dental
a denture lab.
too.
Uh,
They reached
and
out to me. Yeah. And I actually made, I'll show you, Adam's clasp with a C clasp. Can you guys see?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like
Okay.
a
For
dual.
partials. There's a lot of money into that.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. Partial labs, they get to charge a lot.
What is it, like 300-400?
Oh yeah, yeah. Their appliances are way more expensive than ours,
Exactly.
so they get to
So
charge more for because
that's what I
they
tell.
don't bend wires very much.
Right. That's what I tell people in the dental lab industry. I'm like, that's where the machine comes in. And they're like, yeah, you're right. But you have to build up your cases, which there's one lab that I spoke with. They're only doing 20 cases. Once they start building up their cases and they start making money, then you invest in the machine, which it's
Yeah,
understanding.
yeah, yeah. And knowing that you're going to have help coming,
Right.
in one of your things, I think you put this machine through your studies have helped one wire bender do the work of 3 or
That's
something like
correct.
that, right?
Uh-huh.
So that would almost be like me doing.
Ever since COVID, it's been hard to find any type of employment.
Yeah,
Okay.
we all
It's
know
been
that.
very,
Yeah,
yeah. It's like they
having
want free hand-me-downs. It doesn't work that way. You got to work hard nowadays. And, you know, buying the machine, it's an investment to where you're not paying insurance, workers' comp. An employee calls off sick, the machine's going to mass produce. It's going to make cases for you with no problem. We're not trying to replace any type of technician. We're here to help technicians basically become more educated because a lot of things are going to become automated, more digital. So we all have to come together and learn the technology to move forward.
yes, and adapt it into our flows. Because
Absolutely.
like 3D printing changed our workflows a lot,
Look at
and there were a
look at
lot that.
EasyRx.
Oh
EasyRx
yeah,
made your life so much easier.
yeah, by
Okay?
keeping just the file management.
Right. Same thing with JawDraw. We're trying to make everybody's life in the lab easier.
Alex, are you doing it again? Yeah. Start to finish?
Start to finish.
You are rubbing it in, sir. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it there before you finish yours and you glap me.
Good job, guys. I like your tags at the end, Cade.
Yeah, my little
Nice work.
teardrop ones.
I love it. I love how everybody has their own unique tag on every appliance. It's amazing.
Yeah, yeah. People
Do
like.
they teach you that at school or?
Yeah, and
They
that's
do?
what I teach on my website or my
Nice.
channel here is make it your own tag.
Okay.
That way you know it's yours. So.
Right.
Oh, Josh, now you're rubbing it in. Now add stabilizing wires. Now those are, if you don't know that, Pauline, those are wires that hook onto the edge here.
Okay.
And they'll go like across the occlusion.
Oh.
They'll wrap around. Do y'all do complete circles in jaw draw? I know you can't do loops, right?
Yeah, we can't do complete circles or loops.
Okay, but you could do like 180.
Kind of, yeah. Depends on the wire diameter, I guess, and the
Oh,
appliance that
good
you're
point.
making.
So Alex almost slapped me, or probably did. He printed 2 of those other ones, and then so that's it. So y'all can see the more intricate wire it is, the faster the machine can do it. Oh, there it goes. I heard it.
Yeah,
I
I'm
got
bending
it.
that other one.
Oh,
Because the
yeah.
one I bent had the tails out. So I felt like it
Oh,
had to be fair since you were doing the ones going inward to redo it.
that's an excellent point. That's why you were able to do that one so fast. I'm surprised the people didn't call you out on that. But that is when I talked to Brandon at Cottonwood, Brandon Farley, he said he does them like that. He has them bend it with the tails up, and then he
Uh-huh.
just finishes them off. And he goes, don't worry about bending it in the software. Just have it bend out like that.
Everybody has their own technique.
Yes, yes. So that is it. Looks like the smaller, simpler wires I was able to come out on top, and then right around 3 to 3 labial bow, we were about even. And then, of course, he almost slapped me on the.
I'll
You
show.
got that one?
Yeah, here's this one.
Okay. And so it just would take a few more bends. Oh yeah, I could see.
Yeah.
That came out
Very
nice
cool.
too.
Well,
I'll
cool. Here's the picture that I was talking about.
That's Specialty Appliances in Georgia. They actually have 2 of our machines, if you can see in the picture.
Yeah, yeah. And this is a training y'all were doing there, right?
hmm
Or they?
No, not a training. It was actually the school that actually went there. It's like a show and tell.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
And they got
showing
to see
people the
the.
new technology that's out there, software.
Oh, very cool.
It's amazing. They have a nice lab, and they're actually located in Cunning, Georgia. So if anybody needs anything around that area, contact
Yeah, Josh
Arlen.
Dobson.
Yes. And there's
Let's
a
see
couple
if I
places like
can.
we can give a couple references too. And Cade is actually going to connect with Adam Erickson to do a podcast. He's actually going to buy the machine and he's
Yes.
going to order a few of different wire diameters. And he's actually renting out a room from his brother's beautiful lab. They have beautiful building. It reminds me of a log cabin. And Garcia Orthodontics out in Inglewood. So we have a lot of references. If you go to Motor City in Michigan on their website, they have the microbender on their website.
Oh.
I was doing the
Oh,
marketing. I'm like,
cool.
whoa, this looks familiar. That's our microbender.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Josh is 20
Neo
minutes
Lab
away from
has a machine
Neo Lab.
too.
Just ordered. Yeah, Josh
They're going to order
Dobson
another one. Yeah.
Ortho. And if y'all don't know about marketing, Josh Dobson actually did a whole course on marketing at our conference.
Yeah.
He gave a presentation on that.
Market.
Yeah,
That's how you guys get known. And then, of course, like use social media. Like I told, you earlier, Cade, I went on a couple people's Facebook pages and they're not updated. They're not putting posts or pictures or anything like that. Hire somebody. If you don't have the time, hire somebody to do
Yeah.
that or have a family member do that for you.
And if you don't know this, if you ever watch How It's Made, where they talk about, this is how Skittles are made, and it's a Discovery Channel, I believe, Josh. He was the retainer How It's Made.
Oh, okay.
So if you look up How It's Made orthodontic retainers, that's his lab.
Nice. Okay.
It's a really cool video.
That's good to know.
So I'm going to bring up the giveaway tool. And if y'all didn't know, you could put in Team CADE, CADE, or Team AOS in the conference. The people who do Team CADE will win a mug. This mug right here. Oh, let me
Nice
switch
mug.
cameras. I'm doing the wrong camera. Come on. Happy Bending mug. And then Team AOS will get a mug from Paulina.
AIM.
So,
Yeah, from
AIM.
AIM.
Yeah, AIM, the parent company to
A
AOS.
parent company.
Yeah.
And then a couple things from AOS I'll throw in for you.
Which AOS wouldn't exist without AIM.
That is true.
We're all thankful for that. Before we do the giveaway, let's talk about your promotion that you.
Yeah, we'll talk about the promotion. So we have a promotion with Greg Paldino. He's with Contend Capital. I can give you his telephone number right now. It's 813-586-3271. So it's no money down, flexible terms, anywhere from 24 to 84 months. And no payments up until August.
No payments till August?
August, correct.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
I am looking for that promotion. I downloaded it. Oh, I got it. Let's see if I can pull this up without crashing my computer. So if I go away, Chris has agreed to take over for me. She's shaking her head right now. She's going to say no.
Poor Chris.
So give us your email address, Paulina.
So I'll give you my email address. It's Pauline, PAULINED at AOSmicro.com. If anybody's interested in high industry of bending steel, of course, you can contact AIM as well. So I'll give you AIM information. It's sales at aimmachines.com and then sales at AOSmicro.com for our microbending machine. And then, of course, sales. You can do sales if you want at AOS. But I'm here to answer your questions or concerns. I've heard a lot from other lab owners that we can discuss. And if anybody needs any type of STL files that, let's say that you're questioning the machine, send your STL files to our references, whether it's Arlen at Specialty Appliances in Georgia. He's actually helping Adam out right now, Erickson from Black Lab Dental. They're there to help. I'm here to help. A couple dental labs sent me their STL files. We have a 3D printing machine. I did a few of their C-class. Very happy with everything. And I'll show you a couple things that I've done here too. Listen, I'm not a pro, but I'm not a
looks like a lip bump
wire bender like you, Cade, that went to school. But I'm pretty good on the software.
Oh, excellent. So
yeah. C-class 3x3. See that?
And then are those laser welded on there already?
Yes.
Or is that double bent?
Double bent.
Wait, are you can the microbender bend back up on itself? No, it can't do that.
It can't.
Yeah, it can't bend back on itself because the tooling would get in the way. Yeah.
I have tools here. I've learned how to hand bend also, Cade.
Hey, good for you. Yeah, so you're hired, and I expect you to show up to work on Monday.
You got it.
So, let's see if there's any other questions in here. Let's do the giveaway.
Let's do the giveaway.
Yeah, and let me share my screen.
And if anybody has any questions, feel free to call me. My telephone number is 813-543-4935. I'm here to answer all your questions, your concerns. If you want to talk about a topic.
And I believe I've put the email address and your contact in the description below if you're watching on YouTube.
Perfect.
So
thank you.
Actually, it's in Facebook too. So I'm going to share my screen,
my
giveaway tool screen.
A very fun podcast.
Yeah. Okay, can y'all see that okay? Let's do team. Let's do Cade first. So the last few seconds to get, let's see. Okay, so Team Cade will be the first giveaway. And if y'all are ready, we'll go ahead and do this. And then we'll see who wins this. We got 8 entries. So
nice.
Avanzada! Yay! I'll get to email this to you. So if you will email Pauline your address, she'll send it to me, and I will. Let me put that in the comments in a banner below, real quick. It's there. So it's Pauline D at
AOS.
AOSmicro.com. Let me add that one so you can see. Does that look right?
It is.
Except for the capitalized D. It doesn't matter.
You're good.
Emails. Okay, so Avanzada, awesome. And again, people check out his YouTube channel. He's talking about wire bending. This is actually perfect because he's one of the best wire benders I've seen.
I saw a couple of his videos.
Yeah, if you want to see
Amazing.
a wraparound snap on, it's pretty amazing. And so, yeah, good job. So again, email Pauline at aosmicro.com and say you won the Happy Bending Cup, this one, and she'll send me your email and I will get it mailed out to you. So let's do the AIM Cup, and we're going to draw again. Nope, let me go back. I'm supposed to type in the other thing. Okay. Team AOS. Oh, we got two. I think I won personally because there was only two people that were supporting the machine. But this is going to be great. So let's draw again. Oh, this is
Black Bear Adam Erickson, Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Very good, and we will have.
You're gonna have him on too on a podcast.
Yeah. So Adam, I did get your email and expect my email, and we'll get a podcast together because I've heard really great things about your lab. You
state of the art. It's very state of the art.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I got a note. Okay, I don't see one. Chris had sent me a text message, said I accidentally said Team AOS, or I said just type in hashtag AOS, but I don't see one in the comments, so I think we're good there. We didn't miss anybody. But anyway, that is an hour. So, there. Yay.
Oh, yay.
So very cool. I want to thank Pauline and AOS team for letting us do this challenge. This was fun and enlightening. I think every wirebender, lab owner, person out there kind of wanted to see this head-to-head competition and see where an experienced-ish wirebender like myself competes with a actual wirebending robot. So I appreciate, Pauline, you
anytime. I appreciate everybody that tuned in. I appreciate you, Cade. All of our customers that bought the machine, people that are thinking about buying the machine.
And I don't know if we got to all this was a lot of fun. I don't know if we got to all the questions or not. Is there any topics you want to put out there that you think that should have been said that we didn't cover?
I think we addressed most of the issues that lab owners actually, from what I've heard talking to a lot of the lab owners, we covered them. Mm-hmm. And if there's more discussions, I mean, we can always do another podcast in the near future.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Just for orthodontic dental lab owners. Another thing is I'm so glad that dental labs are actually merging out for, partials. And there's a couple people that are interested in buying the machine because of that, which is great. Right. They're going to make money.
Yeah.
And people that bought the machine that need help, we're here to help you. And practice, please practice. You want me to send you videos? I'm here to help. Send videos so that way you can become not 100% better, 200% better.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I appreciate your honesty. And that, like I said, that
Anytime.
was the one thing that when you were at our conference with the machine, I overheard someone go, "Yeah, I asked her how long it takes to do the tooling, and she said it'll take you 30 minutes." And they're like, "That's a long time," but at least she was honest and let us know that's exactly so that you don't buy the machine and go, "Oh, that was I was expecting more."
Yeah.
You want them to know exactly what they're going to expect. So
Between the
yeah,
calibration, between changing the wire spool, the tooling, for somebody like me, I'm pretty slow. It took me 30 minutes.
yeah,
So
and I need to get Brandon back on because he goes they've come up with some system they can do it in 10 minutes.
Brandon's
And
awesome.
now I don't know if that's changing the spool. If you're within the range of the tooling, changing out the spools faster.
If
That
you're in
was the
the range,
question.
yeah, changing the spool would not take you more than 4 minutes.
Okay,
Less
okay.
than that if you have the tooling.
So
Yeah,
if you want to go from 030 to 032 or
2.
036, it's just 4 minutes. Change out the spooling.
Not even.
Uh,
It depends.
yeah,
It could be faster than that.
yeah. So,
Yeah, because
all
I
right,
think
Alex.
as long as yeah, so like you said, if it's within the tool range, all you're really doing is changing the wire spool and then just feeding it through. So it doesn't really take much time. Some labs just have the spool like already, like the shaft already on the spool, so it's just like a quick swap basically. So it only takes like 5 minutes, if anything.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's what Brandon was talking about. He's already
Hmm.
got the
Yeah,
shaft on the spool,
if
and
you're
it's
doing
just
the whole tool changeover, like changing the complete tool, that's probably like around like 5-10 minutes because you do have to like disassemble some of the machine. I mean, it's only like a
right.
couple of screws, but it still involves a little bit of work. And then all you got to do is just change the tool file on the Smart Editor, which is the software that runs the machine, and like the entire process maybe like 15 minutes.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah. That. I'm sure the more you do it, the faster you get every time.
Right,
So,
exactly.
and then lab owners themselves would have to go into creating a different mindset of can I change wire sizes on appliances so that I don't have to change the tooling on there. So
And a lot of customers, like back in the day, they were, thinking about buying the machine and they got intimidated with the software, the software now, jaw draw in our machine, perfect. We've
yeah,
done every update to make things easier for everybody.
and I'm gonna say I was slowed down on that last one. I'm gonna make an excuse because I was watching Alex do the jaw draw. So, Alex, I want to thank you for being a great competitor and helping me show this head-to-head competition.
Yeah, thanks for having me as well.
Oh, that's awesome. I this was fun. We'll have to do it
It
again,
was fun,
and
yeah.
I'll brush up on my wire bending skills so I can get faster. But
You did great,
yeah,
both of you.
well, so we'll call it there. I want to thank everybody who watched. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them down below. I'm sure Pauline will be watching the comments. I'll be watching the comments. So if you're watching the recording of this later on, feel free to ask a question. Reach out to Pauline if you have any questions about that. And one thing I didn't say, and I should have brought it up, is this thing is designed, developed, and made in Florida, right
Tampa.
there, and right beside you. I think if you could probably look out onto the floor from where you're sitting, where they're creating it, right? Yep, there's the floor out there. So it's Tampa, Florida. So if anybody's in Tampa, Florida, give Paulina a shout out and
Stop
I'll
by, visit us.
yeah, I kind of
We'll
want to
show you
visit and
the
see it.
software and everything. Yeah. Our doors
Yeah,
are always open for everybody.
yeah, I'll come visit. And
Yes.
if a machine comes up missing after my visit, it wasn't me. It was someone else. So, Pauline and Alex, I want to thank you for
Thank you, Cave.
joining
Thank
me.
you,
And
every viewer, every orthodontic lab, ORG, dental labs. Thank you for everything that you all do.
yes, yeah, I appreciate y'all tuning in.
You guys have a
And
gift.
And so I'm going to end this with my usual outro, which has wire bending in it. And so that way, I'm gonna Pauline and Alex, stay on real quick after
No
it
problem.
ends, and we'll finish up and go from there. And until then, until next time, happy bending. And Pete didn't make it. I don't know where Pete was today. So I'll see
Have a
y'all
great
next
weekend.
week. So, bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Hey, Cade, you did